Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. This week we're going to talk about deeds. As you probably know, there's a whole lot of deeds out there, and we see three a lot, and then we see some of the others not as often. We're going to talk about the most common, which are general warranty deeds, special warranty deeds, and quitclaim deeds. But as you know, there may be administrator's deeds, there may be trustees' deeds, conservator deeds, and so again, those are often court ordered, or they may be because of a document, say like a trust, a trustee's deed, or a trustee's deed may be coming out of bankruptcy. So since those are court ordered, those are something that are a little bit more specific. And if you have those and you're not sure what to do with them or you have questions, just let us know and we're happy to expand upon it. Otherwise, we're going to get into the three most common deeds. So generally speaking, all deeds have similar requirements as to their validity. It's just a matter of what they're warranting or conveying and the language within them that makes them a little bit different. So deeds generally are going to need a grantor and a grantee, legal description, which can be, meets and bounds, lot and block. They are generally going to be required to be in writing. I don't know of any state that doesn't require that, but I could be wrong. You need conveyancing language and then signed by the grantor. Ironically enough, a lot of states don't actually require an acknowledgement, which is sort of funny because if it would go to court, a judge would likely not say that the deed was valid because they have no way of validating that signature. Unless you have, maybe they have a way, but an acknowledgement is a validation of the signature. So just kind of funny tidbit about acknowledgements that they're not always required in the statute. But again, we are going to want them and the recorder is likely going to want a deed to be acknowledged. So the first deed we're going to talk about is a general warranty deed, and this is the one we probably deal with the most as far as in our transactions. The language in a general warranty deed is going to say something like conveys and warrants, and what makes them a little different is they actually are the one that covers the most, and it's the one that as a buyer you would actually want. And it's basically stating that the grantor is the lawful owner, they have the power to convey, and that the property is free from all encumbrances, sorry, can't say that word today, basically forever. So go all the way back to the beginning of time on this property. There's no encumbrances. They can be set out. So you'll see that sometimes where they will set out various exceptions. So that's something you may see. And if you've never seen that, let me know. I can certainly send you an example. But those are just some of the things you're going to see. And then there's usually a clause in there where the grantor will defend against any claims for peaceful possession. Again, your state might be a little different and you probably have a statutory form. If you don't have that form, let us know. We are happy to get it for you, but usually you can find that on your recorder website. The next deed we're going to talk about is the special warranty deed, and these are ones that attorneys love. They like to limit the language for their sellers. So it's something we see in commercial deals a lot because you have savvy sellers or you have attorneys involved and they want to limit what their seller is actually warranting to the new buyer. The language you'll probably see in a special warranty deed, also sometimes known as a limited warranty deed, is it will say something like, the warranties given herein are limited to the acts of the grantor. So they're really limiting the warranty for the time in which they own the property and not from prior to that, like a general warranty deed is. So it's just something to be aware of. And again, you'll see these on commercial deals a fair amount. The last one is a quitclaim deed, and we do see these a lot, especially in our chains of title. And if we're trying to clear something up, we're probably going to use them. But it's one that we don't rely on quite as heavily because they are often not insured. So that's something just to be aware of, is if you see a quitclaim deed in your chain, you may want to know what your state specific requirements are or what your underwriter requirements are for searching. Most underwriters are not going to say rely on a quitclaim deed and move forward. We're going to want an insured deed, a full value or full consideration warranty deed. And again, search standards in your state may actually require that. So if you don't know those, again, reach out. We're happy to provide those in your state if we have those. The language in a quitclaim deed, again, is pretty limiting. It just says conveys and quitclaim to the grantee all interest. So that could be I own nothing, but I don't know, and I'm conveying that to you. So maybe I'm conveying zero, or maybe I own half and I never deeded out. And we see that obviously a lot with divorce situations or when we have someone who's passed away. So just know, again, your state, know how it affects your search. If you see a quitclaim deed and it's the last deed of record, you need to go behind it most of the time because you're going to want to make sure everything was handled in that prior owner, because if they're not getting it insured, they may not have taken care of liens and judgments or various things that are on the property. So with that, we'll call it a week, and we will see you all next week. Have a great weekend.